because I cried today.
Good morning and welcome to Dance Dance BG. This is where you can get all of your dance-related information about organizations and events around BGSU. I am your host, Andrea Howes, and today we have a member from the Falconettes recreational dance team here on campus. Let's welcome our guest, Cece.
Thank you so much for having me today.
No problem at all. Good to see you. So can you tell us, who are the Falconettes?
So the Falconettes are a non-competitive dance team here on campus. We focus mostly on like growth as a person and in your confidence more than we do so on just like, making sure dance is like incredibly perfect. Mm-hmm. We just all get together to have a good time.
That's really sweet. So you guys do not compete. So where do you guys usually perform?
We tend to perform at basketball games around campus, and we also do volleyball, and we also perform at dance marathon too.
Oh, that's really cool. Can you tell us a bit about dance marathon? Like what exactly is that, and like what part do the Falconettes play in that?
So it's a method of fundraising that we do on campus whereby everyone has to stay up the whole night and they'll just dance constantly.
Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy.
Yeah. So we come in and we perform a little bit just to keep the morale high and keep everyone awake.
That's awesome. So you guys come in at like a random time in the middle of the night and just pump everybody up? Mm-hmm. That's really cool. What exactly is your position on the team?
So this year I'm the choreographer. Mm-hmm. So I run the practices and I help out with writing the routines. So a lot of the times like I'll just run stretches and stuff like that and help make formations for when we go out on the field and stuff and on the stage.
That's really cool. What made you like want to be on the team in the first place? Like what is it that drew you to the Falconettes?
So I've pretty much danced like my whole life, and when I was transferring back to BG, I didn't really know anyone. So like I saw an ad for it, I think in the campus updates actually, and decided that I wanted to go try out because it was non-competitive and it seemed like a good place to be.
That's really cool. What style of dance do the Falconettes usually focus on, and what inspires your choreography specifically?
So since we perform at like basketball games and like places just to get people like really excited for what we're gonna see, we tend to do like jazz and hip hop, more fast-paced dances. What inspires my like choreography is just if the music sounds a certain way. So if there's like a lot of like drum beats or a lot of like even shouts maybe in different songs, we might do a lot more of like hard-hitting routines and like fast-paced stuff, very sharp movements.
That's really cool. And you guys used to be more jazz, that I'm told, and you guys are more hip-hop now. So how exactly has the team come to be the way it is now? Like how has it transitioned into that?
So every year we normally have like a different set of people leading the team. So I think that just changes with the vision of whoever is in charge of like the routines that year. Mm-hmm. So like when they first started, it started as a kick line. So like the people had different ideas then.
That's funny. I didn't even know you guys started as kick line. That's really cool. So you guys have really come a long way. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And when is the team's next performance? And what can the audience really expect to see with you guys this time?
So our first performance of this season is going to be on November 5th at a basketball game. And so what we're hoping to show the audience is going to just be a fast-paced hip-hop routine.
That's really cool. Is it a men's or women's basketball game?
The first one is going to be a men's game.
That's really cool. Do you guys like prefer men's or women's, or is it just kind of whichever one you can get?
I think it's mostly just whichever one we can get because we perform at pretty much everything. Like I think we even had some soccer dates that were possible this year too.
Oh, that's really cool. So come support the Falconettes during halftime at the men's basketball game Tuesday, November 5th. And what advice do you have for anyone interested in auditioning for the team?
So my biggest piece of advice is just to be confident. You don't need like a dozen years of dance experience to try out for this team. You can just come in and smile and you'll be good to go.
That's really cool. And do you guys do a lot of like team bonding, or like how does that work with you guys? Yeah,
so we have like different socials that we go to throughout the year. Most recently, we actually have one coming up this weekend where we're all going to go to a pumpkin patch this weekend.
That's so sweet. Yeah. I love that. Do you guys do like big littles, kind of like sororities do, or just like how do you introduce new members or get new members involved?
So we do a lot of icebreakers just from the start, like once we get the new members in that first practice. Like this practice this year, we actually had the whole time just be us getting to know everybody else that's new. But we do have a big little system where basically the bigs just get randomly assigned in little, and we'll all just do different games and pass notes and stuff like that to get to know each other.
That's so cool. That's all the time we have for today. Don't forget to check out the social media at BGSU Falconettes. A big thank you to Cece for coming out and talking to us today. Stay tuned for DDBG's next segment. We will be talking to a member for University Dance Alliance. Till next time.